Hey everybody, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you on a trip to the country to pick up something that I bought earlier in the week, and guess who I have got with me? Thanks Cherie for taking us on this road trip to pick up my planter box.
Easy.
Hi Ziggy!
Ziggy, I want you to sit. Good boy.
It's nice to be back in nature. I wasn't kidding when I mentioned to you a couple of videos ago how much I enjoy being out in the outdoors, and I really love the Australian landscape. It's so nice of Cherie to offer to drive, knowing that my car is too little to bring back the planter box. Look at these beautiful horses along the way. So Cherie and I went to the tennis one year. And who did we see, Cherie?
Oh, Billy Idol.
I know.
You did,
Anyway,
didn't you?
I love Rebel Yell. So what songs actually get you up dancing?
For Billy Idol, you mean?
Yeah, or any songs really.
Oh, any. Oh, so many. From Billy, I love White Wedding.
Yeah, I love White Weddings.
You can't rule out a bit of White Wedding.
And Rebel Yell always gets me up.
Of course.
But anyway, he was talking about his dad's passing. And
That's right.
Yeah, remember he was talking about, and this is related to George Harrison, guess what song he played for his dad as he left?
George Harrison's song.
Yeah.
Which one again?
And my guitar
Gently Weeps. Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, that's a nice little
nice one,
anecdote, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that bench is so cute. Oh my goodness. Love it. I love little country. Town, or even farmland, that's what I meant to say. And sometimes I just stop in mid-sentence because I'm just awestruck by the beauty in front of me. There's something so, I don't know, peaceful about watching like farm equipment not being used. Not that I'm encouraging them not to be used, but it's just laying in wait. And here is the planter box we've come to pick up. Nobody seems to be home. It's divine, Cherie, it's so pretty.
Kangaroos.
Where? Bye, Skippy.
There's still some more down there on the right. Come on, catch up.
Oh, so sweet. Go on, go, jump.
Here they go. Off you go.
Do the ding 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 ding. Yeah. What is this, a migration of sort?
Yeah, they do this often. They'll choose the same path every day.
Off you go, come on, give us a bit of action. So at this point, we are still looking for the owner of this farm so I can pay them the balance of my planter box. In the meantime, I'm just over the moon at being able to look at all of the farmland equipment and just the rural life and just being surrounded by the bush and country Victoria. So no one's home, but is that a bird feeder or is that a honey thingy?
Oh, it might be bees.
Don't know. Right, I'm trying to find Vanessa, who is the owner of the property. Oh, look at that chair and the angle of that shed. I'm in love. We decided to stop in a little town and go for some baked goods at a local bakery shop. Yes, always. Try. And guess who Ziki is named after? That's right. Oh, wow. Yum. I always make a point of ordering or buying the local baked pasties or pies because there's nothing like it. It's so fresh and wholesome, and these were so delicious I had to buy some more to take home. We're just talking about the travelling blueberries, and we were just saying that it was such a huge supergroup involving the likes of George Harrison, Tom Petty, Bob Dylan, back in the days when you can still, like, he was still, you know, because I went to see Bob Dylan in concert once and I couldn't understand him.
I never have. Apparently he's the worst.
He was such a mum
dog.
Yeah, and no, Roy Orbison, and I was just saying to Cherie before that Roy Orbison was such a hero to this amazing group of super talent. Hang on, and Jeff Lynne, that's right.
From ELO.
From ELO, which is, like, as you know from my past video, is Cherie's favourite. One of her favourites. But the Travelling Wilburys were just made up of such talented people. So, and then we talked about the Foo Fighters, and I really want to go and see the Foo Fighters, but I kind of don't want to now anymore because of Taylor Hawkins, who's sadly passed away. But anyway, I was also watching some Nirvana documentary as well, and Dave Grohl was such a huge part of that band, obviously. A very young Dave Grohl.
Played every instrument on every song. And he said, what am I going to do now? I can't release it as... So he got this album of songs that he'd played every instrument on every song for, mixed it all together, had an album. And he said, I can't release it under my name because people are going to not buy that.
Because he was known as the drummer of
I'm the drummer from
Dave
Nirvana,
Grohl.
and who's going to buy an album that I did?
Yep.
So he said, I'll have to give it a name which sounds like it's a group of people. So he come up with the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
He said people will believe that's a band that's therefore involved with all the music and written the music and played the music. He said, but it was all me. So the first Foo Fighters album
Was all him?
was all him.
But he got writing credit and music credit.
But then people bought it, like it went off, and then pretty quickly people realised that. Then he had to get people in to play instruments with him.
How did he get
He already had
Taylor
Pat Smear.
Hawkins?
Taylor Hawkins come across.
He auditioned, didn't he?
They had another drummer initially, and the feeling is that he didn't really cut it for Dave.
That's
so
right.
Dave got rid of him.
Yeah,
Can't remember his name.
That's right. And I think somebody said, "Oh, have you seen this guy?"
Well, he was friends, I think, with Taylor Hawkins, and Taylor was playing exclusively for Alanis Morissette.
That's right. And then I saw this interview with Taylor Hawkins and Dave Grohl, and he was saying, they were asking him, so what made you decide to join the Foo Fighters when you were so in with Alanis Morissette?
Yeah.
Who remained
had that massive album at the time.
Yeah, like Jagged Edge. In fact, I saw Taylor Hawkins then because I went to see her in Singapore. Alanis Morissette, and it was a really good concert.
Drummer.
Yeah, well, he was so good.
Yeah.
And anyway, she was really good too. But that means I have seen him in action because I was thinking, oh my god, I can't believe I missed him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And
anyway.
so apparently, could I give you my blessing?
Well, I think he So Alanis Morissette So what I heard from the interview was that he recognised that at that time that Alanis was going through a period of more melancholy kind of songs, and then he got the Foo Fighters, and he said, "No, I wanted to play more rock." Yeah. So I think, and then to your point, Alana says, "Yeah, go ahead," because we know that
she knew that he wanted to join a boys band, rock and roll and all that. Yeah.
Oh, rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins. Okay, I'm going to ask Cherie this and see if you test her knowledge. Who was considered the fifth member of the Beatles?
George Martin.
Oh no, he was the producer, wasn't he? Yeah, the fifth Beatle. Yeah.
I always forget his name. Oh no.
No, Cherie knows everything about the Beatles, but maybe I might be able to surprise her.
His name's escaped me.
I'll tell you, he's a guitarist.
Yeah. Oh, remind me. I've forgotten his name.
Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton was considered the fifth because he would, like, I think they were nearly going to ask him to join at one stage because he was such a great guitarist.
Okay. Well, he and George Harrison have an interesting history together, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah.
Are they friends?
So George Harrison was married to...
Oh yes,
Patty?
that's right. And then they had, and she then went to marry. Oh no, they divorced first, didn't they? Or was it an affair? Ooh,
Not sure.
Scandalous. Okay. We're nearly home now on this road trip of ours, but I've got one more question for Cherie. The question is,
Oh yeah.
according to Paul McCartney, who does he consider the best guitarist in the world?
At the traffic lights, turn right onto Rathmines Road.
Who does
person alive or
Paul
dead?
McCartney? You obviously don't know now. Jumped to
I've got
another
two
one.
choices.
Okay, so hang on. So the question is, who did Paul McCartney think was the best guitarist?
Has this guitarist passed on?
Yes.
Yeah, Prince.
No.
Oh.
I thought he was going to say George Harrison,
Yeah.
but it's
that's
not.
my
He
second
didn't
guess.
say that.
Oh.
No. So
Who?
Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
He thinks so.
Yeah. He
Paul
was,
McCartney
yeah.
said that Jimi Hendrix was considered the best guitarist.
Yeah, he's amazing.
And apparently it's because of his usage of amps.
Yeah. That would be right.
So last question for the day.
See
Okay.
if I can get another one wrong.
Oh no, you're pretty good with, especially with the Beatles. So who's your favourite Beatles?
McCartney and Harrison.
Oh, yeah, good choice. I actually love them all, but I really like George Harrison because apparently he's a really good songwriter, but he never got quite the credit because, I don't know, I think if he would write a few lines, he wouldn't be on the credit for the writings of the Beatles. But if you think about it, okay, so what were your favourite songs of his, George Harrison?
God. My Guitar Gently.
Yes.
Easy.
That is iconic. I love that song. But he also sang something as well. Something, My Guitar Gently Weep, and
That's
Here
off
Comes
of,
the Sun.
Yeah, oh, of course.
Yes, and so like those
That's
three
off of Sgt. Pepper's. Yeah.
three songs, amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
George Harrison,
Yeah. He's such
the quiet Beatles, but really talented, but kind of underrated. So I think we should talk about Duran Duran.
Oh. What's the lady
I don't
doing running in
know.
front of us?
Duran Duran.
Oh, now you're talking.
Okay, so how old is JT now? John Taylor.
Boy, 61.
Is he really? Is that all? I thought
Yeah.
he was
Simon's the oldest. He's about 63.
There you go.
Nick's the youngest. I think Nick would be turning 60 soon. He's not quite 60 yet.
Nick Rose. Is he still touring with them?
Yeah.
And Andy Taylor?
No.
Oh,
Andy's
no.
not.
Oh.
Andy's about 62, and he's the one that's been diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer,
Oh, right,
which
yes.
is really sad.
That's
yeah,
very
he's not
sad.
very well.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, we have Roger, the drummer. He's about 61 as well.
Favorite Duran song?
Friends of mine.
Oh, right, okay.
Off their
I
first
love
album.
Come Undone.
Oh, yes, for
Such a
sure.
beautiful song.
Yeah, An Ordinary World.
Yeah, and yes, and of course, Girls on Film is
Yeah.
iconic.
Yeah, and Hungry Like the
Hungry
Wolf.
Like the Wolf, yes.